Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Idioms 505. The idiom today is to put on the map. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot. Do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says something or someone put a place on the map, it means it has become well known, renowned, or noteworthy for some reason. By extension, it can also mean to make someone or something more famous or popular as well. So it has both uses. All right, let's continue. The phrase dates back to the early 1900s and alludes to a place that was previously too small or insignificant to be put on a map and now has become noteworthy enough to be mentioned for some reason. So it originally started mostly with places, and then by extension it went on to the other meaning as well. All right, let's continue. One important note. Don't use this phrase for a place that is already very famous or well known. For example, one would not say the Statue of Liberty put New York on the map. New York has been on the map for a very long time. Even before the Statue of Liberty, it was on the map. Everybody knew about it. So a place like that that's very famous, you can't say anything put it on the map because it was on the map. Places such as New York, Paris, London, Rome, Tokyo are already too famous to put on the map. So we won't use them in those phrases like that. It would have to be a smaller city that not a lot of people knew about before this famous event or thing happened that made it more famous. Let's continue. And we got 5 examples to show just how this phrase is used. Here's the first one. This is the typical one. I often hear this as the perfect example. The Beatles put Liverpool on the map. Of course, the Beatles were very famous. That's where they grew up. That's where they met each other. That's where the band was formed. Liverpool, if it wasn't for the Beatles, probably no one would know Liverpool, unless only the people that live in it or nearby it would know Liverpool. Around the world, most people would have never heard of Liverpool. So the Beatles really did put them on the map. All right, number 2 here. This new advanced gadget has the potential to put our small company on the map. So this is the use that's by extension, just to make more famous or well known. Number 3, that haunted house put Amityville on the map. Yeah, Amityville was a very famous haunted house. They wrote a book about it. They made movies about it and stuff. And most people don't really know the town of Amityville without this. So that's another good example of, putting a place on the map. All right, number 4, that hot new album put this band on the map in the music industry. Okay, you can kind of categorize it. Number 5, the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum put Cooperstown, New York on the map. Yeah, without this, nobody never ever heard of Cooperstown, New York. I think they purposely put this there. They wanted some sort of tourist attraction like this. To bring people there. But without this museum, again, this is another one. This is just a really small town way, way upstate New York that hardly anyone would have ever heard of without this museum being there. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.